August is really when it all got started. So some of my successes since I got going in August is, well, for one thing, I passed 1,000 subscribers. Not only 1,000 subscribers, but 1,200 subscribers. Not only 1,200 subscribers, but I passed 1,250 subscribers. Not only 1,250 subscribers, but 1,255 subscribers. So it's working. Uh, I was at 140 subscribers back in August, and it grew very slowly in the beginning, but it was growing. And I saw that there's a reason and a purpose. So I stayed consistent and dedicated and focused. And I did the work, put in the work. And I began to pass milestones. I did the how YouTube changed my life videos several times. And I also did a 30-day video challenge. And I made a lot of really good connections. And I think that's a big part of YouTube is the community aspect, making a lot of connections, showing support, and then receiving support in return. So 1,255 subscribers is where I'm at now. Um, and another milestone is when I first passed 150 subs, because 140 is all I got in the first 10 or 15 years of YouTube, dabbling here and there, just not really committing. So 150 subs was that first milestone around August, September. And then my first tech upgrade, when I first invested in a mic, a stand, and a light, a combo I bought online through Amazon. I shared during my 30-day video challenge, I shared info on this around the midway point in my 30-day video challenge. I put a link as well to the tech combo that I purchased with a mic, a stand, which is a tripod, and a light. Made a big difference. I was using my smartphone. It was an old iPhone, and I just didn't have the capabilities to put together great content yet at that point. It was a lot of issues. People were sticking with me and they were supporting me, but it wasn't the best user experience. So definitely recommend your first tech upgrade, and that is a milestone. Um, when I completed the 30-day video challenge, that was a huge milestone. That was big. That was like I focused, I was dedicated every day, consistent every day for 30 days. I put a video out no matter what, a short form, long form, whatever. You can do live stream too. I did it. And it was a really good experience. It was challenging, yes. Always coming up with topics is kind of challenging. If you're going to post every day for 30 days, you got to come up with topics. You've got to continue to learn. You've got to continue to grow. Um, you've got to really be dedicated and have perseverance. And it's not always easy. Some things happen and they get in the way. Hello, Els Endeavors. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm talking about some of my milestones, some of my celebrations in my YouTube experience since August, and also a little bit about who's helped me along the way, as well as some tips for new and small YouTubers in the beginning, to get past some of the humps that are in the road per se, some of the barriers that we need to break through. So I'm talking about some milestones. 1,255 subscribers. Yeah, thank you for sharing your early experiences. Yes, thank you, Al, for tuning in. Appreciate you so much. So 1,255 subscribers. I passed 150 subscribers in August, September. In the beginning, that was big. My first tech upgrade, getting a mic, a stand, and a light combo. I completed my 30-day video challenge. And made a lot of good connections to others that were doing the 30-day video challenge. What I did is I did a search for 30-day video challenge and 30-day vlog challenge, and I found other people that were doing the challenge. I even looked at some people that had already done the challenge, and I was just doing research, and I committed to doing it, and I made a lot of connections. And then while we were doing the 30-day video challenge, more people started their challenge, and we were able to connect and learn and grow together. So I still know all those people that are still on here. At least I still know them all. I want to get a panel together of all those that we did the challenge together, because it was fun, and we have those connections, and we'll always have those as long as we're on YouTube. Um, Another milestone, another breakthrough, networking into all of you, all of the communities. When I first got going around August, was the challenge shorts and long form. Yeah, it's flexible. You can do short and long form. You can even do live streams. You make your own rules with 30-day video challenges. That's the most important thing. You can give yourself a little bit of lenience if you want. You could be very strict if you want. But yeah, just as long as you hit that record button and hit that upload button, get a piece of content up every day. Some people even pre-scheduled some of their content, so that if they had to miss a day, they just had it pre-scheduled. So you decide. You decide if you want to be strict, or you set your own rules. It's your challenge. It's what do you want to gain from it. Um, so when I've networked with all of you, it's been a humongous milestone, humongous breakthrough for me. Because in the beginning, I just had the 30-day video challengers, and we were good connections. It was good and all. But then I was seeking and searching after that. I kind of was like each day trying to figure out what to do, like what content to create, and posting. I just figured, oh, I'll post one video every couple days, and it was kind of open, up in the air. It was kind of like just floating around a little bit. And when I came across Dodash more and more and more, I kept seeing Dodash, and I kept tuning in more. I kept following her journey, began to see some of her monetization checks and her excitement, and her honesty and her impeccability of just transparency and radicalness. I just thought I can do that, but in my own way. And I can be myself. I can also be a little bit radical and have fun. I can also do simple. Like how she does it is she just hits record and she just uploads, and she doesn't worry too much about title, thumbnail, description, hashtags, all that. I mean, yeah, her titles are pretty good, but she does lowercase. She just types a simple title. Her picture's usually her face in some different, look every time, try to emotion, attract people in through shock and such. And and then like she barely even does a description. She doesn't do hashtags really. So, she just her superpower was one of her superpowers was always just posting every day, posting multiple times a day. And then just being herself and just upload, just keep going, and just don't worry about the video you just put up. Go on to the next one and put up another one and just keep going, and shared her life. And the weight loss journey was one of the big things she had some success with. And then the delivery, Dodash, and all the different delivery services she was a part of. Hello, Ashley Schmidt. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you stopping in. Thank you so much. Talking about some successes I've had on YouTube, talking about some of those that helped me along the way, and also talking about some tips for new and small YouTubers. Um, so so yeah, Dodash is a big part, and that opened me up to the Hope Crew community. Hope Crew just popped up out of nowhere. The hashtag was being utilized, and there was other YouTubers like Dodash that were doing what she was doing, like riding her coattails per se, that were in her comment section, that were she inspired them to start or to grow their channel, to take chances. And I tracked all of them. I created a list of the largest Hope Crew channels. I did searches for Hope Crew, the hashtag, and I mapped it all out. And I found like a list of top 10 channels in size that were with the Hope Crew, in their titles and such. And I tracked them for a little bit. And I dove right in. I just went for it. And I started using the Hope Crew hashtag, and I just super connected in Dodash's chats, and I supported those other channels that were doing the Hope Crew thing, and that was good, and it was growing. It was growing steady. I might have been 200 subscribers, maybe 200. I probably didn't grow that much. But then what happened next is I somehow, some way came across Nemo 504, or Nemo 504 came across me. One way or another, we came together. And even around that same time, I might have found King Explicit just before Stay Phenomenal, before Nemo 504, the King Explicit time. So I had the Dodash and the King Explicit going, and I was supporting both of them. Dodash, King Explicit. I was connecting in the King Explicit chats, in the Dodash chats, making good connections, leaving comments in both areas to try to, to get people to sub me up or for me to sub them up. I just tried to connect with everybody in both areas for a little while there. And then Nemo came along, and that really opened things up in a big, big way. Stay Phenomenal, Nemo 504, all the things he teaches us, all the things he does, from the shout out to subscriber videos, to the spin wheel giveaways, to his speech that he's probably said 100 times. Every video when I first subscribed to him, it was like an 8-minute video, the same speech every day, but he was getting views. It was growing. He was shouting everybody out, and they were all coming back, and people were watching the videos all the way through, and they were positivity and monetize your greatness, strive for excellence, the trees they're planted, all the things. The repetition works. So I saw him as the leader of something big, and I could tell he's rugged. I could tell he's a scrapper, but that's me too. I'm that too. So I thought, if I could duplicate any of what he's doing, any of it all, if I could do good speeches, if I could create a movement, if I can get some good hashtags going, if I could try out a spin wheel giveaway, if I can do shout out to subscriber videos, these are things that are working. And its community is forming. And within Stay Phenomenal, I found tons of different creators in there that also were doing a lot of these things. I saw Luciana Success Systems was admin for one of Nemo's lives in the very beginning. I saw that as a potential. I could do that. I could admin. I could help out. I could show up as a leader in this community. And I did that. I got that opportunity pretty soon. Um, so and then there's the opportunity that I got to be on a live with Nemo. That was awesome too. And and then we did 100 questions with Nemo. But there's the Stay Phenomenal, there's the keep posting, God will continue to do, King Explicit, there's the Dodash and all of her majesty, and there's Tiara B. I came across faith teamwork, Tiara B, naturally, doing awesome things. Saw Sharita Jones, continue to see Luciana Success Systems, continue to see Boogie Time, continue to see so many different creators. I Cherish Church, Snapback Trishana. The networking goes on and on and on. Tracy's Learnings, Nancy Green. And I just super connected. I just connected to everybody in that was coming frequently in the space continually. Let's see who's in the chat. We got a lot of talk here. So Crystal's World's here. Hey, the source in chat. Hey, Crystal, welcome. Yes, Ashley, authenticity. Yes, we have plenty of that, Ashley. Yes, Els Endeavors, Crystal's World, Ashley Schmidt. Ashley says she can testify to that. You did so much for others. Thank you. Nemo's great, and so are you. Thank you. Both of you guys are amazing, says Crystal. Ashley Schmidt turned Saturday and Sunday into a day of active kindness. Cool. Very cool. So welcome, everybody. I'm talking about some successes in my YouTube journey so far since August, talking about some of those that helped along the way, and also some tips for new and small content creators and YouTubers. So I talked about my subscriber count, where I'm at now, passing those first milestones, my first tech upgrade, my 30-day video challenge being completed. I talked about, let's see here. Sorry, I got off track here for a second. Networking into communities. Talked about my first. Okay, and there's more communities too that have happened since then. This tuber chat is a really big, cool community. When I got the opportunity to be on Living My Best Life at 60 on Echo's show, Let's Talk About It show, networked in with her whole community. the Dapper PH, you know, the when I got networked over to the Filipino communities by Todd, by Mind Games, that was huge, and that continues to be huge. Um, and um, so yeah, the Filipino community has been a big networking opportunity. And I'm probably missing some communities, but that's good for the moment, I think. So yeah, Dapper PH, Boholan, Araxi PH. There's a long list, and I'll go into those a little more. So also another milestone, another success was my first shout out video and my first giveaway. Those are big successes, big breakthroughs. Um, Shout out videos are a big deal. They really are. If you're able to kind of categorize or database out or list out all of your supporters or subscribers, I like supporters. If you can organize that, and if you could say their names in a video, and if you could tag and mention all of the different names in that video in the description, it works. It brings them into it. They check it out, they like it, they comment on it, um, and they'll keep coming back. It really shows that you are a community driven leader, and it goes a long way. So I definitely recommend it. I've done a handful of them now of shout out to supporter videos. I'm doing, if anybody supports me in any way, I put them on the list. And I do a shout out to new supporter video on the regular. And then I add all those new ones into the list. And then I do a shout out to all supporter videos on the regular. And it's working well, working very well. And people want to find each other. So it helps a lot. Um, my first giveaway was big. And I've done a couple giveaways since. Been a part of another giveaway as well. And it just shows that you want to give back to your community in more ways, in creative ways. So, you know, take risks. But, you know, there's stuff to learn about giveaways too. And YouTube has some guidelines. So try to learn and research a little bit so we do it right and safe. Um, Also, when I got an iPhone 16 Pro,